Good day, everyone. My name is Esther Chinagram Uguike from the Department of Nursing Science at Maduka University, Ekwebe, Nsukka, Enugu. So, in this video, I'll be sharing with you a very inspiring book titled The Leader Who Had No Title by Robin Sharma, giving you summary and some key lessons from each chapter. So, let's get right into it. Here in the first chapter, it begins the story of a boy named of a character named Blake Davis, who was born in Milwaukee. He had a hazardous childhood, and at some point in his life, he lost his parents. Later on, he joined the army, where he encountered so many experiences that haunted him even into adulthood. After leaving the army, he struggled to find his way back into the society, but he was savaged by the morals which his parents impacted into him. Which one of them is learning through books. This made him to get a job at a bookshop where he worked for some time. Luckily for him, he learned a series of extraordinary secrets that helped him become super successful in business and deeply fulfilled in life, even as life changed when his parents got killed. Some key lessons that we can learn from this chapter is that everyone is born into genius, even as people overlook these facts due to that as a result of embedding themselves into mediocrity. Again, this chapter gives the consequence of worry. According to Kurt Vonnegut, he says the real troubles in your life are apt to be things that never cross your worried mind. So worrying about the wrong things, about things beyond your control, is a pretty good formula for illness. Again, appreciating parenthood, we should try to accept and learn the values which our parents try to inculcate in us, appreciate the gifts of parents, and show them the love they deserve while they are still alive. Moving on to chapter 2 by meeting with a leadership mentor. Here, Blake meets up with Tommy Flynn, who was a lead with no title philosopher. He exposed Blake to the lead with no title philosophy, which is a practical way of doing business and living out life while unleashing the inner leader. His meeting with Tommy Flynn came just when he needed it. At that point, his life was at shambles. And this brought Blake the happiness and inner peace that always eluded him, and also brought him a drastic transformation in his life. What are some key points in this chapter? They include: no job is little, every job is as important as the other. So it's very necessary to work diligently and take full responsibility of your position as an employee in whatever organization you find yourself in. As diligent working is essential, still do not forget that money is your reward for doing seriously exceptional work. Just as Tommy Flynn came in a not so good looking appearance or outfit, he was still a man of great reputation. So belittle no one due to their appearance or how they appear. Simply be nice when approached, because you do not know where the right information for your transformation will come from. Moving forward, this chapter points out the practical aspects of the lead with no title philosophy, where Tommy and Blake meet up at a very unusual place, which is a graveyard. This could be a means which Tommy tries to teach Blake that it is important to confront our mortality, keeping in mind that we all will die one day, and it will help to shift our thinking and awaken our inner leader. Here in this chapter, Tommy revealed to Blake the 10 human virtues and the 10 human victories, which emphasizes on releasing our potential and making good use of them. One key point I will talk about from this chapter is embracing uncertainty as a precious gift. You do not always have to let fear to overwhelm you. Just as Tommy brought Blake to the graveyard, this was a means to help Blake to conquer his fears and also teach him that you have to face your fears. Because as a leader who has no title, you should be willing to do what failures are not ready or willing to do. Here in the fourth chapter, Tommy meets with Anna, who is also a lead with no title philosopher. She reveals the concept that you do not need to have a title to lead. She gave some key insights, some leadership insights, which is showing commitment and making the decision to give nothing less than your very best in whatever position or job you find yourself in. Both Tommy and Anna emphasize that true leadership comes from within and also highlights the impact one can have by simply choosing to lead effectively in their current roles. Anna as well gave 5 rules which are important in the journey to become a leader with no title, which when simply put into an acronym gives image, meaning innovation, mastery, authenticity, gods and ethics. From this chapter as well, we can point out that it is necessary to overlook what the society thinks. All that should be of great importance is how we see ourselves, knowing the value of our work and challenging ourselves to to do or get better with each passing day. Moving ahead to chapter 5. Here in this chapter, Blake meets with T.Y. Boyd, who also revealed the lead with no title philosophy, which he gave as turbulent times makes a great leader. This chapter, simply put, shows that things often have to fall apart before they can be rebuilt in a much better way. You can't just reach a place of breakthrough without going through a period of breakdown. He also encouraged Blake to do what frightens him daily and to elegantly transform fear into power every day. He also taught Blake about the power of words. Superb leaders remind people of their best in every interaction. They employ encouraging positive words that move others into dazzling actions. He finally gave Blake the 5 practical rules for effective leadership, which put into an acronym stands for which put into an acronym gives back, meaning handle, that is making honest and clear communications to build trust. Prioritize focus on the most important tasks to avoid distraction. Adversity brings great opportunity, meaning each setbacks offers a chance for growth. Also, perseverance simply means approaching problems thoughtfully and constructively. Also, give kudos to everyone, recognize and appreciate the efforts of others. Here in chapter 6, Jackson, one of the lead with no title philosophers, introduced Blake to the principle of creating strong relationships and connecting with customers in an organization, stating that business is not all about making money but also delivering value. Jack also gave insights on treating people, which are customers or teammates or customers, exceptionally well in order to reach a high potential in business, stating that people do business with people they like and people they trust and people that make them feel special. So the more value one creates from all constituents, which are from customers to teammates in an organization, the more the organization will see great financial success. He then finally gave him the 5 key rules of leadership, which are helpfulness, understanding, mingle, amuse, and nurture. Here in chapter 7, Blake finally meets with the last of the 4 leading with no title philosophers, Jet Brisley, who is a renowned massage therapist. Jet also highlights the significance of physical and mental self-care as a foundation to effective leadership, which means as you embark on the mission to lead with title, do not neglect or ignore your mental or physical well-being. He further argues that before leading others, individuals must first lead themselves by achieving internal mastery. He also noted that real leadership involves breaking through the limits of your mind so you can step into the highest strengths of your spirit. He furthermore encouraged Blake to positively, because thinking drives someone's sorry about that. A person's thoughts drives the behavior, and the behavior brings out outcomes. So it is crucial to feed our minds with just only positive thoughts in order to give out positive behaviors. Finally, on the last chapter of this book, Blake finally receives the complete lead with no title philosophy from the four lead with no title philosophers. Unfortunately, Tommy Flynn, who was Blake's four foundation in the lead with no title journey, wasn't there to see Blake live out his real lead with no title lifestyle. At the burial of Tommy Flynn, the four lead with no title philosophers reassured Blake of their friendship, support, and encouraged him to live better. They also handed him a lettered note where Tommy, who had a foreknowledge of his demise, encouraged and supported Blake with one of his possessions, thereby fulfilling Blake's dream as a Porsche car owner. Lessons from here simply put that it is important to reach your end as a true leader without a title, knowing that your good deeds will endure long after your demise. Finally, remember that a little number of leaders with no title can unleash their inner leader, have the power to change the world. Thank you for staying back to watch this video. Please do like and subscribe.